Alright guys, let's get this done. The first thing we do, take us a flat screwdriver, and you got your little airbag, little emblem over here, and that's actually a little cover. Pop that off, and it's gonna uncover a 10mm bolt right inside. It's kind of dark, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I'll put the lower one on.
Still can't see it. There it is. Okay, we see it.
Okay, we got that one. And there should be a plug right here, but it's not. And inside there, it looks like a Phillips screw. I'm not even sure if a Phillips screw is supposed to be in there, but that's what's in there. Huh. That's what's in there. Up here by the door handle, there is an 8mm bolt or screw, or you can use a Phillips screwdriver, and that's what we're going to use. Then over here, we have a T20 screw. We're going to be taking that off. So, let's start off by getting our T20. And guys, this set looks kind of raggedy, but you get the new set, it looks good. This is from Harbor Freight. I think it's like $7.99 or $8.99, and it comes with all kinds of bits and all. Again, I know it looks raggedy now, but this
looks used.
Yeah, this set is really cool. You definitely want to get you a set like this, especially when you do dashboard work, because it got all the bits you need. And here is a T20, and I'm gonna hook it up to our cordless screwdriver. And we're gonna take this one out, put it to the side, and then we're going to switch the bit over to a number 2 4-way bit. I don't know about this one. Let's see if this. Okay, that's one screw. I don't know if this is supposed to be in there. I don't know. Could be. This one over here. Huh, hopefully that comes out. And let's switch over to our 10mm and get that out. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got the passenger side door open just to show you something's definitely going on with the driver's side. Start off down here. We have a T20 torque socket here, a bolt here, that's not over the other side. This one is the bolt we got on the other side, same thing. But up here, look at that, between there, we have a T20 screw. That's definitely not on the other side. You can see that?
Yes, right there.
Okay, and up here behind the airbag emblem, that looks like about a T30.
Okay.
So definitely somebody already had that panel off over there. Get this thing back in here. Somebody had that panel off, so I don't know what we're going to find when we get over there. All right, got my 10mm. Let's get that bolt out. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Yeah, somebody stuck that 10mm bolt back there. All right, we got that off. The next thing I want to do is make sure there's nothing else around. And I'm going to start from the corner over here. Now, you can get you a plastic, one of them plastic body panels that stick between it and start popping this off. What I use, get my fingers in there, just pull it a little bit. Start popping that around, just like that. What the heck is this? Look at this. Pulled it back. I pulled it out. This dropped from the bottom. I have no idea. Yeah, I told you somebody had the same. This looks like it's part of the inside panel. Somebody had this off. I don't know. We'll put this to the side for now and look at it. Pick the panel up, pop it out. All right. We're not gonna, don't pull it out yet, because what we gotta do is reach behind here and disconnect. You know what? Oh, let's hook this back up over here for a minute. Let's hook this up on the door. Just hold it up for a minute. And pop this latch off right here. This cover. Dang it, see, now this is where I would really want that screw to come out of there. So we can probably get behind here.
Where's it attached to?
The door handle. There it is, right there. All right.
So you don't
and
have
this,
to take that middle one out?
no, but this is broken as well. Just like on the BMWs, there's supposed to be a clip right around here, so when that goes in, to snap it right into place. This one's not even there. So we got it back a little bit. Now we got 2 plugs over here going to our window switch. Now to take these out, what you're gonna do, they look like this part right here. This is not, yeah, there it is. Now it was snapped into place. Push that center piece down and bring that latch back and it'll unplug it. This one right here, same thing. Push the center part in, bring that latch back, unplug it. This one is a little different. What you want to do is get you a flat screwdriver, and you want to stick that screwdriver right about there, and you're going to pry back like that. That's a little latch right there. So you take it, pull it back, and as you're pulling it back, it's going to unplug, just like that. Let's get it. Let's take our door panel and set it to the side. And oh, okay, I see. It's like somebody glued it too. It fell off. That's the one of them. Or is that the, no, that's the original glue. Supposed to be one right there. Huh. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna do is, and you gotta follow this instructions very careful. The next thing we gotta do is remove the airbag. Now, before you even consider touching that bomb, because that's right, it's a bomb. This thing goes off, you see them perforations right there? This thing, you mess up and ground this thing out, when this car's the ignition cord or there's power in the system, it will come out and greet you in your face. All right, so we don't need that. So what you gotta do is disconnect the negative terminal of the battery, let this car sit for at least 5 minutes. Give this system time to power down. Then once you do that, you wanna grab you a T30 socket. I got a T30 bit right here on my cordless drill. 1, 2, and on the third one, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna hold it right there. And before we take that out, get you a flat screwdriver for this next part. All right, take your airbag, bring it out. You got your plug right here. These plugs are different than normal. Now on the side here, you're gonna see a little bitty opening right there. So take your screwdriver, pick that up a little bit, because you want to turn it, get your screwdriver out of there now, and go to the opening right here, and unlatch that, pop that whole piece out. The whole latch comes out like that, and then you can unplug it. Pushing that back down will lock it back into place. So let's take this. Don't put it up against anything magnetic or metal. Anyway, just put it on the seat. All right, let's put that on the seat, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got that out, and it looks like, I don't know what the heck, like somebody been like try to cut this out or something. I don't know. So now we're gonna carefully, this is the vapor barrier. So what we're gonna do is carefully, you gotta grab this around the edges because this whole thing is all glued up around there. So you gotta carefully pull that around.
Thick glue.
Yes, it is. And walk around the whole entire door and pull this off. Man, this is ridiculous. And when you get to like the door handle cable right here, it's got to go through there. And it looks like somebody had cut this already, but this is supposed to be go around there. And you know, to make it easier, let's disconnect our speaker right here, which we got two little tabs right on each side. So push those tabs in and unplug it. Let's get that around there like that. And let's continue on and get this vapor barrier off. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get right to it. The first thing we'll do, and I just looked at this, notice that you got two 10mm bolts right here. And it looks like you could put a Torx in there also. But why, I have no idea. But this one's loose, and inside of here, you can see the other one? Mm-hmm. The other one, oh, that one's tight, good. All right, bolt right there. So I need to just loosen those up because as you can see over here, this bottom half sets into like a slot. So we don't have to worry about taking that bolt all the way out. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead, get my 10mm 1/4" drive, and I'm gonna go in there and I am going to loosen that one up. And I'm gonna loosen it up pretty much a lot. All right, so let's loosen that up and we'll be right back. All right guys, before I get to the next part, here's the new regulator. Well, it's actually used. Customer got a used one, I don't know where. But anyway, this regulator on the top is held in by a bolt here, a bolt here, and a bolt here. And on the two ends, this is where the glass bolts to. So I wanted to show you that because the glass is up in the air. One of the bolts is right there behind the glass. The other three, one is in there, you're not gonna be able to see that yet. The other one's in there. And then you got another reversible Torx over here that's for the glass. So how are we gonna get that? That's why we loosen those two up first. What we're gonna do is take you, what's this? An E12 reversible Torx socket. All right, and what I got here is an adapter to go from 3/8 to 1/4 inch. You don't have to do that. You can just use 3/8. And what you want to do here is first get you 4 pieces of cardboard. So as we mess with this, you don't want this glass dropping down and breaking, and then you got more of an aggravation. So what you want to do is take the cardboard, and just like you swiping a credit card, and I know a lot of you guys are good at swiping credit cards, so you want to swipe the credit card down like that, and at the same time swiping it down, you want to push it in. That's going to put a lot of tension between the outside panel and the glass. And put one over here, one right here, and one right there. Now the glass will not drop down. Good. Tell me, how do you know the glass won't drop down? I don't know. Ain't my glass. All right. Now let's get our reversible E12. And we go over here, reversible Torx socket. You take this one off. And you want to unbolt it completely. And then we take our other one off right here. All right, so let's get that out and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got both bolts out. Both bolts are the same length, so we're good. The next thing we do is we got to remove some clips. These clips are holding on this glass, or holding on to the rubber that's mounted onto the glass. And what you want to do here is just jiggle this down from under there. That's 1 and 2. Leave that rubber piece up there for our alignment. Go over to this side, and on this side, you might have to get you a flat screwdriver or something and go in there and pry that piece out. And remember to keep your cardboard up in place. That's very, very important. You got the outside loose, but this one ain't coming out, so. There's our glass coming down. You know, guys, we're gonna see if we can leave that one in there. Okay, let's take our fake credit cards out. All right, get your hand. Dang it. Out of there. All right. We're gonna take our hand now, and our hand's gonna hold our glass into place as this glass starts sliding down. I want to keep that rump there, right there. This is gonna be, it's a little bit of a pain until you can get your hands up in here and push that glass down all the way. Enough to get your fingers in there. There we go. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do is actually, you know what, guys? This still ain't gonna be enough. we're going to have to take this glass out. So let's pick this glass back up. And where our where our piece is over here, let's try to get that off now. This sucks. There you go. And let's take this rubber piece off. All right, the other one's off. Now let's try to turn this glass. Get this glass out of here. All right. All right, let's go set this glass somewhere safe. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Unbelievable that you got to remove a glass to get this thing out. This thing sucks. All right, before we get to the top bolts, what we want to do is still grab our E12 reversible torque socket. And there's a bolt right here that we got to remove that's bolted to this regulator. So let's get this one. And we got to take this bolt completely out. So let's take this one out and we'll be right back. All right, guys, I got it out. And then, what the heck is this? This thing looks like it's got a little bracket behind it. Let me look at the old one. Oh yeah, look at that.
The new one?
Yeah, the new one, right there.
The old one?
Yeah, the new old one. All right, so let's put that down. Let's put it down over here. All right, the next thing we're gonna do here is, we're gonna get our two 10mm bolts that's right down into there. Can you see those? Better yet, I'll put the light up under here.
Oh. Yep.
All right. So I got my 10mm 1/4" drive with my 5" 1/4" drive extension, and we're gonna go ahead and take those bolts out. Be right back. All right, guys, we got both bolts out. Both bolts are the same length, so I'm not worried about that. Let's put them to the side. The next thing we got is one more right there. And also, before we take that out, part of our regulator goes through this little clip right here. And just pop that right off. Hold that into place. And there is none on this side. So let's get this bolt out and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got the bolt out. It looks like all 3 bolts on the top is the same length, so that's good. The next thing we do, let's try to get our regulator out of here. Our regulator is still plugged up by the window motor. So what we gotta do when we get out there, they cut the wire here. That's good. We're gonna have to push this tab down towards the connector.
Okay.
Push it down and unplug it. That's what we're going to be doing. Let me see if I can just get it back out of here first. All right, so what we need to do now is on these slots at the bottom, we're going to have to pick our regulator assembly up, out of there, bring it down. Here's our connector right here. So let's see if we can get up under there, unplug it. Bring the whole thing up out of here. Now pay attention to how we're taking this out. Get the new one, new old one. Let's bring that in there. This one, and then this one. Turn it enough so we can plug up our motor first. Okay, now let's grab our old one again, and what we gotta do is take out these 2 bolts at the bottom. Let's take those out and we'll be right back. All right, guys, let's start our bolts off in here. Just put them in by a couple threads. Hook that in. Go over here. I'll put this one into here by a couple threads. Then we're gonna bring it over there and put that one into the slot. And now we're gonna take our 3 10mm bolts. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, guys, get our reversible E12 Torx. Let's take this little thing off right here. That's all we're gonna do is just loosen it. Hopefully it latches up over this. It's supposed to go over this little lip right here, it looks like. Yeah, just like that. So you can see that little lip right there. It goes over it into place. That's good. Now, we're going to tighten.
Oh, you have to tighten it?
No, not yet. We're going to get everything else lined up. All right, we got our 10mm bolt up here. Let's get one of them in there, start it. Okay, great. Now for these other two, what you're going to have to do is get your 10mm with your 5-inch, 1/4-inch drive extension. Take a piece of paper towel or something and just barely just hold it in there. And just enough to get that started. Take it out and put the other one in. And once we put this other one in, let's get this other one set up. We're gonna start tightening everything up. Now the first thing we want to do, now that we know everything is pretty much aligned, we're going to tighten up the 3 top ones first. Then we're going to tighten up the ones at the bottom. And then we're going to tighten up this one right here. Alright, so let's get our little ratchet and all. And I'm going to start from this one, go to this one, and then go to this one, and then go to this one, and then go to the bottom two.
But you just said,
the top ones first.
Then the bottom, and then that one.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, my bad.
So which way are you doing it?
My bad.
So
all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6.
Okay, thank you for the
clarification. All right, let's get that done, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our bolts tightened up. The next thing we're gonna do is take this little plastic clip right here and hook this up. And what this is for is to keep this wire from hitting up against and rubbing up against the glass. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is we need to hook up our window switch, because we need to bring these things with these little pins right here, whatever you want to call them, bring them down so we can mount up our window holders right here. Let me show you how we're going to align all that in a minute. But let's get our door panel. And let's plug all this up. And let me go get the key and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we got the key. Let's put the key in the on position. And then I'm gonna bring this down to right about there. It would be great. Alright, let's shut our key off. I'm gonna disconnect my battery again, and then we're gonna come back with our glass and get your 4 pieces of fake credit cards. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright guys, the important part. We got our glass. Now, I wanted to show you guys something, but I don't want to do it while I got the glass in it. When we get this glass in here, this glass rides along a channel over here, and this channel goes all the way down. So when we put this glass in there, there's a front and a back. You want to make sure that glass is inside this channel. Now, when we took the glass out, we went around this way.
I don't know which way it goes. Oh, I guess by the shape of it. Never mind.
All right, we want to slide this glass in.
Well, that's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. It came out, gotta go in, right?
So you gotta put it in sideways like that for a little while?
Yeah, until it turns in there. I'm gonna, you know what, even though we took it out this way, because it's gonna be giving me a hard time. And when it gets to a point where it looks like it's getting stuck, I do not want to continue on pushing it. And it looks like it's getting stuck.
Is it easier to do it from the other side of the door?
You know, if I'm about to try it that way, but it came out this way.
Yeah.
But let's try it that way.
Oh.
No.
Really what I meant. That's not really what I meant.
What do you mean?
If you're standing on the other side.
Oh, you maybe take that glass out for nothing, Sylvia?
But I figured because if you're on the other side, then...
I want to be right here so I can reach in here and grab it in case it drops.
I see. Good point.
Look at me.
It's going down.
Yeah, but it's getting stuck and I'm just not the one want to break a glass. Looks like it will go. Like that.
There you go.
There we go.
Good job.
All right, now let's slide this down. All right, it's into the tracks. Now,
How do you know?
if you look right over here, into there, so, tell me if you need any light.
Okay.
You see that? So it's,
Yeah.
that's inside the
Oh.
track. So now that we got it inside the track, what we're gonna do is grab us some 2 pieces of cardboard, pick this glass up into place. One right there, and one, well, let's get right over here. Now that's held into place. Now our glass is in. The next thing we're gonna do is take our clips right here, and they bolt up just like this. In fact, let me take this apart. And you're gonna have, let me see, a part with a like an L shape. That's gonna be an outside one, and this one's gonna be inside one. That's the alignment right there. Get our bolt. Just put our bolt in, just like that. Turn it back over. We got the little rubber piece here, or actually plastic / rubber. It goes right onto there on both sides, like an alignment. Push them in there, just like that. All right. Let's go to the other side. Now this one, you know, this is already hooked on there on one side. So this is the side that's going to be up against that bracket right there. And then this one's going to go like this. What we're going to do is let's hook that in there first. Okay, make sure that's lined up. Let's get our bolt. And we're not going to tighten them up. We're just going to put them in there just enough to hold it into place. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is connect back, because while we were on break, we took our door panel back off again. Now we're gonna connect back our window switch, bring the window up, and I'm gonna show you, these gonna go up and line up, hit right on these spot right here, and then we're gonna bolt together. But in order for you to do that, do not bring the glass down and try to hook it up in here and tighten it up, because it will not be lined up the way it's supposed to be. You gotta make sure that glass is all the way up into place, and then we're gonna bring it up. So let me hook back up our window switch, and then we're gonna bring this up. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our window switch hooked up. Let me put the key on. And now we're gonna slowly bring our window regulator up. And this one, you can see this one turned. So we're gonna turn it like this. Get it lined up, make sure the other one perfect, that one's in there. Now let's bring it all the way up till they don't know no more. And I'm still hitting the button to make sure that that's it. All right, then what I'm gonna do is remove our cardboard. Then I'm gonna go up more. Great, that's perfect. Shut my key off. Get my reversible Torx. Where's our ratchet at? And where's our extension here? And now we can go on, and as you tighten it up, tightening up this bolt, it squeezes and pulls those together and holds it up against to that glass. And then to tighten it up, when it stops, putting just the pressure just till it stops, just a little bit more, that's it. Guys, this is from experience. A lot of you guys say, well, shouldn't you torque it, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't have to. Once you got experience on this, you do it. And if you don't got experience on this, that's why you should follow me when I tell you. Just turn it till it stops. And then a little bit more. That's it. That's all. Now, let's try it out. Make sure all our wires are out of the way and all. All right, let's bring our glass down. Now, what you want to do at this point is slowly... I gotta have the key on. What I gotta do now is slowly bring this glass down, just so you don't want to make sure it's not binding up against anything. So you want to...
I don't think the key's on.
Oh. All right. And that way you want to make sure nothing is binding up. There it is. Let's bring it back up. Perfect. One more time. Perfect. Shut the key off. Disconnect the battery, and let's get ready to finish this job up. We'll be right back. All right, guys. The next thing we're gonna do is hook up our vapor barrier. And what we got here, we got a slot right there. That little slot right there, we know is gonna go right over here, right over this right here. So we got our cable to our doors handle. That's gonna go through there. And then our airbag module, here's our connector right here. It's gonna go right through here, where they already cut this out. I don't know, we'll put it right through there. All right. Then we got this whole big harness over here that goes through here. Man, it's a bunch of mess. And let's see here. Then we're gonna now let's hook up this piece right here. And then we're gonna go around and see where the holes line up. We're gonna make sure the holes are lining up. And then we're gonna push it up against that glue to hold it around, go around. And then we're gonna go around the door and push this into place. This should not be going through here. This should be going through there. Right there. This should be out there. All right, so let's get all that hooked up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we do, we got our speaker over here. Let's connect our speaker. Just pushes right in, snaps into place. This wire, I have no idea why the way this wire goes. You know what? This wire goes to a light, interior light for the bottom of the door. Why it wasn't connected, I don't know. I don't even know if it has one in there. All right, the next one is the big one, the airbag.
I have a question. You had said earlier to put it on a safe spot, so you put it on the seat.
Uh-huh.
Can you put it like on concrete, like you got concrete down there? So like most driveways, is some type of cement or concrete or something, brick, something.
The only reason why I would say no is because there's something on the ground. Somebody come by, kick it or whatever. Anything can happen when it's on the ground.
Oh.
It'll be like a landmine.
That's true.
So instead, what
Or
a
if
boom!
you stick it under the car so people can't.
Well,
stick
that
it
would be safe unless you got a dog or a cat or something. They come over there.
and touch it.
Anything can happen. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with airbag, so I take extra precaution. Or so your cat go there, meow, boom. that wouldn't be funny. I shouldn't say that.
No, it wouldn't
All
be
right.
funny.
So what we're gonna do is go over here first, and let's do the dirty. Connect it. What you standing back for?
Don't worry, I'm zoomed in.
Push it in, and then the tab right here will lock it into place. Done. Next, pick it up. We got our 3 T30 Torx bolts. Let's get them lined up started in by hand. So by a couple threads, so that way we don't cross thread them. And why is this harness over here? Uh-oh, you see, I messed up right there. This should be plugged up the other way.
Oh man.
So I noticed it was kind of like putting a little pressure on it. So yeah, good. I can pop that out by hand. Pop that out by hand. No, it only goes in one way. So why is this thing like it wasn't Dang it now, dang it. Okay. I mean, dang it, you can't go in but one way.
So the wire should be facing down?
Yeah, it only goes in one way. Okay, it's lining up, but it feels like, see that? It feels like a little tension on it. I'm not liking that at all. Let's see if we can get this, pull some of this harness over here. Whoops. Well, I'm really messing around with this thing, ain't I? All right. Let's get these started.
How far back does that thing go?
What thing?
Or if the bag comes out, how far does it?
I have no idea, and I don't want to find out.
Let's see.
All right, let's.
Is it more than 3 feet?
Why, sir?
Well, move back a little more.
All right, there we go. You want to definitely make sure it was not that harness was definitely pulling a little bit. So what I did was open this up and I pulled the harness out that way more because I did not want to take any chances of that thing going crazy. All right, let's get our door panel and we'll be right back. All right, guys, now we got our door panel, and I did notice it must not have been connected. This harness right here goes down to the light down here. Okay, next up, before I plug up our window switch, our door handle right here. Here's the cable for it. You want to make sure that your door handle is not out like that. It has to be in, because this piece right here has to fit over inside there. It can't be open and try to squeeze it in. It won't work. It has to be like that, go inside, and then it flips back and snaps into place. And that's why I'm saying there's a little clip here that's supposed to be here. Yeah, you can see it's flat right there. It's supposed to be a little latch right there. The latch is into place. So what we're gonna do is go up. Let's connect our 3 harnesses first. 3 plugs. The heck. Okay, lock into place. The black one goes up here. Push it down, and as you push it down, this latch is going to come up that way, and you keep pushing down until it goes up, locks into place. Same with the white one. Latches into place, and we got a little wire here. Is that for the speaker? Yep. Somebody had this off, man. Everything was disconnected in this thing. All right, now see if you can see this. You're not gonna be able to see that, are you?
Not really, no.
Okay, it's into place. Now the next thing we're gonna do is our door lock here. Make sure it goes over that. Make sure everything is lined up. Now over here, some of them have them as broken. You see they got these little tabs right here. Then you got holes in the door. You gotta make sure those are lined up. Let's get this door lock came out of here. Okay, make sure they're lined up. And once you get them lined up, you can push it into place to hold one of them into place. Then go around here and get another one. Lined up into place. First I gotta get this one hooked onto the door, the top first. Man, this is ridiculous, man. Do here is over here. I don't know if you can see it, but we got these little tabs right here that they're going to lock into place on this door panel. Door panel is going to hook into that. So what we're trying to do here is get over there to hook that up. Okay. Go around, hit them into place. We'll be right back. All right, guys, let's get this done. We got our little screw right here, which is a T20. Then we got a long screwdriver, a long bolt, long screw, and that's a Phillips, but we know it's not supposed to be that way, but it is. And it looks like this thing is, dang it, we got to sit here and mess with this thing, man. Okay.
So, but what's supposed to be there?
Well, like on the other side, it's supposed to be a T20 screw. And this is supposed to be a T30 instead of a 10mm bolt that's going up into here. All right, let's get that tightened up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, last but not least, let's take our little cover, pop that into place, and let's put this little bezel back right here. What the heck, man? This ain't supposed to just Lock into place. Lock into place. There we go. We are done.